The victim they tried to blame. She was supposed to be the one protected. Instead, she became the one on trial, without ever stepping into a courtroom. Her name was Emily Harris, a 23-year-old college student with a future she had worked tirelessly to build. On a rainy Friday night in March of 2019, Emily was walking home from a late study session when she was attacked just blocks away from campus. Witnesses heard her screams. They found her unconscious in an alley, badly beaten. Emily never woke up. Her death should have been a straightforward case of a young woman being brutally assaulted and killed. But from the very beginning, the narrative started to shift. Instead of asking who had taken her life, officials began asking questions about Emily herself. Investigators combed through her phone and social media, pulling out fragments of messages and photos, twisting them into a picture that didn't exist. Suddenly, Emily wasn't a victim. She was portrayed as reckless, irresponsible, even dangerous. Police claimed she had been drinking heavily that night. They suggested she put herself in a risky situation. Reporters latched onto the story, running headlines that implied she had brought it on herself. Her family was stunned. Emily had not been drinking. She was walking home from the library, something she did almost every night. The toxicology report confirmed it. Her system was clean, but by then, the damage had been done. The whispers spread faster than the truth. Students who barely knew her repeated rumors. People online dissected her choices, asking why she walked alone, why she didn't call for a ride, why she didn't fight harder. It was easier for them to blame Emily than confront the terrifying reality. The real killer was still out there. 2 weeks later, police quietly admitted there was DNA evidence pointing to a known repeat offender, a man with multiple assault charges who had been released on bail. But even then, the focus didn't fully shift away from Emily. Prosecutors dragged their feet, worried that a trial might not succeed because of how her character had already been destroyed in the public eye. Her mother stood outside the courthouse, holding a framed picture of Emily in her graduation cap. She told reporters through tears, "My daughter was not reckless. She was not careless. She was a victim, and she deserves justice." It took nearly 2 years before the man was finally brought to trial. By then, Emily's name had been so tarnished that the defense tried to use it as a strategy, painting her as unstable, someone who had made poor decisions. But the jury saw through it. They saw Emily for who she truly was, a daughter, a student, a young woman with dreams stolen too soon. They convicted her killer. Yet for Emily's family, the pain never faded. They had lost her once to violence, and then again to a system that chose to blame her instead of protecting her. Her story leaves us with a haunting question. When victims are treated as suspects, how many families are forced to fight two battles? One for truth and one for their loved one's dignity? This story isn't just about one wrongful conviction. It's about a system that allows injustice to thrive. It's about how race, power, and silence can combine to destroy an innocent life. It's about the mothers who bury their hope in the weight of legal documents and unanswered prayers. And it's about us, the society that too often looks away until the damage is irreversible. But here's the truth. Stories like this are not rare. They happen in towns and cities everywhere. And every time we fail to speak up, another innocent life is stolen. Another family is shattered. Another voice is silenced. This is why we tell these stories, so that silence no longer protects the guilty, and truth can finally bring freedom to innocent. If you watch this far, it means you care about justice. Don't let this be the end of the story. There are countless others just like it, waiting to be told, waiting to be heard. Join us at Emperor-worldfacts, where we uncover the truths that others bury. Subscribe, share, and stand with us, because only together can we shine a light on the darkness.